Hello. Welcome to my channel. I'm Ty. Very glad you could be here. I appreciate anyone who watches my videos and takes the time to comment and like, and yeah, I really appreciate it. Today's video is more of a rant, or I guess me just letting my feelings and emotions out. The current juncture of my life has been very tumultuous, and there are highs and then there are lows, and it's really complicated and difficult trying to remain balanced because I am dealing with extreme external depression. Or not external. I am dealing with extreme environmental depression. And it's extremely challenging. And most days I find it difficult to want to get up and try. And I've been very patient and diligent in trying to work on myself and heal. It's been a long, hard journey. And I just feel like I'm at a point now where I'm just really exhausted with life. I'm crying. I don't want to cry on camera, but this is a lot, and I don't really express myself as much as I'd like to these days. And there's just a lot I'm holding in. I just feel so exhausted all the time. And I don't have support, and it feels like I'm doing this all by myself. I'm just trying to find my way. God, this is so vulnerable. Life has just been quite difficult, and it's been hard trying to keep faith sometimes because I've been holding on faith that like things are gonna work out if I just keep showing up for myself and I keep holding on, because my life circumstances are just not the best, and I live in a pretty fucked up environment, and it feels like no one cares. And I'm trying my best to do what I can to like work towards creating a better situation for myself. But you know, I just really started putting myself out there more, so I know that it takes time, but it's very hard to be patient when every day is a reminder. I wake up and I'm here, and it's just a reminder of all that I've been through in my past, and like I'm surrounded by the people that once or that were abusive. Like I'm surrounded by people who traumatized me, and I've healed before in this environment, but it's reached a point where my soul just can't stand it anymore. And it's been difficult trying to balance what I love to do, because music is so important to me and it makes me very happy. But I find that I'm most of the time doing it as like a transmuting process, which is the point. But I miss doing music because I truly enjoy it, and I'm not putting so much pressure on myself to create. And so I haven't really just been expressing the way my soul really craves to express. And so I thought that like speaking would be another way instead of like making music or singing. Like singing is very important for me as well, but just talking about my problems really help, because I'm a very communicative person who needs communication to feel safe and reassured and resolved in my emotions. And I didn't have that growing up, so it's something I tried my best to do for myself. And that's why I'm on YouTube, because this is like a place where I can just share my feelings. And I was not expecting to cry. I literally told myself that I don't see myself crying on YouTube, and here I am. That was like earlier today, actually. Wasn't expecting that. But yeah, I'm going through a really difficult time, and life is not super easy, and I feel like I'm expected to just hold on to the little optimism I have. And sometimes I feel like the universe just doesn't consider how difficult it is. Like I'm bending over backwards trying to do what's best for myself. And like I hear like, oh well, you're doing great, and like, you know, we're proud of you, but sometimes it just doesn't feel like that. I don't have friends, I don't have family, and it's just, I'm very isolated. And it's not that I would love to stay that way, it's just how my life has been since I was very young. And I do desire community and to have true friendship. But it's not something I guess I force anymore. I'm not like chasing after it anymore. I've become at peace with being by myself. But I'm at a point now where doing everything by myself and being hyper independent is not serving me anymore. And I feel like shit having to carry the weight of the world on my shoulders. And I think we're meant to have people to help us and support us when we feel like we can't do it ourselves. Like that's like the point of humanity. We're all here to help each other. And yeah, I don't want to have to do everything by myself anymore, because I have, and I know I can do it, but it just doesn't feel good anymore. It feels exhausting, it feels horrible. And I'm literally so stressed out and having anxiety a lot of the times because my nervous system has just got so much pressure on it. And I'm trying to just shift into a timeline where I don't have to worry and be so stressed out about things working out or having the support from people. Like, I think I deserve, I know I deserve to have people support me and love me just as much as I like love myself. And I mean, I do trust that those people will come, and I know the more I put myself out there, I am aligning with those people. But I think community is so important. Just having like-minded individuals where not even just like the same perspectives, but like just people who are resonating on the same frequency, who can share their different perspectives and give different advice and offer different solutions, and I'm 100% open to that. So I know my channel is still quite small, but if there's anyone watching this and they'd love to share in the comments any sort of perspectives or advice that they could give me as I venture through this tough phase of my life that I trust is coming to a close. And I think that's why it's so much more uncomfortable for me, is because like I'm finally like, you know, like in the incubator or like the cocoon stage of my life where I'm breaking free. And so it's usually the most painful, the most hardest phase of life. And I do trust I will make it out. And like, I know my own strength and I know how resilient I am. So I don't doubt that I won't be okay, but like, I just don't, it would be a lot more difficult for me going through this if I was doing it by myself. And I don't think the universe wants me to do it by myself. And I think the universe wants me to align with the people I'm meant to align with. And that's why I'm being guided to show up more and share my journey, my story, and my light with people. And just be vulnerable and show people that I'm a human with feelings and emotions. And like, if people ridicule me, if people try to judge me, who fucking cares? Like, everyone has emotions, and just because someone chooses not to acknowledge their emotional being, they choose not to acknowledge their feelings, that doesn't make them any stronger. That makes them in fact far weaker, because they feel just as much as people who are openly feeling their emotions do. The people who shun their emotions and act nonchalant are just as sensitive. They just put on this facade, you know, like it's the same spectrum. One's just trying to hide and the other one's openly expressing. And this is far more detrimental. And I mean, I used to have fear of being vulnerable, but I'm not the kind of person who will ever shun away from showing that I have feelings, even though I was like traumatized into thinking that my feelings didn't matter. So I'm at a point now where I just want to share with the world, like, I have feelings and I hurt too, and I struggle too, and I cry too. And that makes me so very strong, because I've not only been going through this by myself for the last 5 years of my life, dealing with my environment and just my own internal trauma. I used to be a person who absolutely hated themselves because of the environment I grew up in. I was such an insecure person, and I've come very far. And throughout all of it, I've been there sitting with my emotions, sitting with myself, and nurturing my inner child like the parent I should have had. And so it's not easy, and it wasn't easy, but I mean, it gets easier over time. And even now with the extreme anxiety I'm feeling, because I'm just in such an uncomfortable phase of my life and I just don't feel safe in my external, it's all just one big amalgamation of things. I've been just sitting with the fear, the unsafety feeling, and sitting with my inner child during my very anxious moments. And it's throughout the day, like, I feel anxiety almost all the time, and I've been doing the meditation, trying to breathe. I've been just being present and connecting with myself and acknowledging the warning signs from my body when it's telling me it's feeling anxious and what it needs from me. And it's been working out. I have been doing a lot, like cold showers and going outside, because it's really cold here in Texas right now, and it's really helping my nervous system. Like, the cold really just helps regulate the nervous system. And I'm trying to do the affirmations where I speak that into my being, and I show myself, like, although like I may not feel safe here because of what I'm surrounded by, in this very moment I'm safe, and nothing is able to hurt me right now. Like, I'm safe. Like, I have my own little sanctuary. Like, I live in a shoebox, but it's my shoebox, and I made it very homey and safe. And so I'm grateful for my shoebox. I've made it such a place of tranquility throughout my various eras of life, and it served me well. But I feel like I've definitely outgrown this space and this house in general and the people, and that's why it just hurts so bad being here, because my soul is like ready to move on. And I'm just doing the best I can to stay afloat and hang on to what I know is true, hang on to my dreams and my optimism and what I know is destined for me. And also just be patient with myself. And it's such a tough thing for me to be patient, because it's like the sense of urgency when you're anxious and you have anxiety. It's like that fear is like, you're in danger, you need to get the hell out of here, like right now. Oh, my phone went off. But it's like, yeah, you got to get out of here right now, you're in danger. And I'm like, does the universe not have the same sense of urgency as me to want, like, to alleviate like the environment I'm in? But it's also like the universe is conspiring for our highest good just as much as we're trying to, because we co-create. And there are things I can't see physically that are being done in the spiritual realm that I know is happening for my highest good, and the universe sees the bigger picture. But it's still just challenging in the present moment being here, and I have to keep on detaching from the physical, telling myself this is not real. Like, the external isn't truly real. Like, it can change in an instant. It's just a reflection. And I mean, it doesn't reflect me in any way in terms of like all that I've done. I mean, it's an old paradigm, but where I'm going, like I'm going to be entering a place where the external does reflect all that I've grown within myself, and that's also been challenging. It's just, I guess, not seeing the fruits of my labor. But dreams take time, and good things come to those who are patient in the process, because the universe again sees the bigger picture. And although the universe like does acknowledge how challenging it can be in the present moment, it's putting, I just see 222 on my TV, it's putting all the pieces together behind the scenes, seeing the whole trajectory of everything. And like, some things take a little more time, but it's because they're not perfecting in the sense where it's like it has to be perfect, and like perfectionism, like the toxic narrative of that, like, it's a cat. Simply just saying the perfect scenario for your highest good, so that everything works out just as it plans it to work out for you, for your highest good and the highest good of everyone else. So I must have incredibly massive, huge things coming my way, because I've had such a difficult, challenging life, and I've chosen to show up each day and heal. And like, when you do that, you are setting yourself up for success in the future. You're doing the required things to create a better life for yourself, and I've been really diligent in that. I had to grow up at the age of 16. I didn't really get to have a childhood or a teenage life, because I was busy healing generational trauma that the people in my lineage, my family line, like, all have not acknowledged. Like, the wisdom and knowledge I carry within me is far greater than the people who are very old within my family line. Like, I don't believe that age makes you wiser. I think experience does, and I guess that's why they say age makes you wiser. But to discredit younger people and say they don't have intelligence just because of their age is very mean. It's so fucked up. I think it's just not true, and I have freed myself a lot in many ways. I've grown to love myself. Most people don't even get to experience that in their lifetime. So that's something most people chase their entire lives, but they chase it outside of themselves. And I've found that at the age of 16, the moment I started working on myself, because I wanted a better future for myself and for my future lineage. The cat. Is that symbolic? It's the spiritual meaning of cat, because this cat was not doing that until I started recording. Protection and comfort. Cats are considered protectors of energy, and its presence could signify that you are being spiritually safeguarded as you share your vulnerable feelings with the world. Wow. It's a reminder that you are not alone in this process. The cat's meow could be seen as a sign of encouragement, a message that spirit is with you and supports your courageous step. Cats are often viewed as messengers between the physical and spiritual realms, and their sudden appearance suggests divine alignment. That's beautiful. I kind of forgot my train of thought though. I was saying something about age does not truly signify your knowledge or your intelligence. Experience and experience does. Just because you're old doesn't mean you are more intelligent. There are many elders who haven't really had much experience, and they haven't experienced what self-love is. Like, I don't think we should discredit the youth, because there are a lot of light workers who are young. Like, a lot of light workers are incarnating in these young vessels, and it's for a bigger purpose. And a lot of people do tell me that I have an old soul, which I do know that very well, and that I'm very wise beyond my years. And yeah, when I was 16, I wasn't even out doing the average 16-year-old activities. Like, I was in the house working on myself and doing shadow work and healing trauma. I didn't have which, I mean, I don't really care to have that experience anyways, because it never really aligned with me. Like, the partying and the smoking and drinking and being promiscuous never aligned with me anyway. Like, I had to mature very early on. So, I mean, I'm grateful because at the very least and most, I've set myself up for a great future, like, tremendously. Like, a lot of these things people take their entire lives just to learn or master, and most people don't even in their lifetime. So it's a blessing, but what comes with it is a lot of hardship and challenges and lessons and growth. And I'm tired. I'm so tired. But that is my video. I can't believe I cried on camera. I can't believe I did that. That's so crazy. Yeah. I can't believe I cried on camera though. It's crazy, but it's only crazy is because I've never done that before, and I'm gonna post this, so that's like just mind-boggling to my ego that I'm gonna be so vulnerable, and like it has the potential to be seen by lots of people, but that's like what I meant to do. So I feel like that was very cathartic for me to release my emotions. I did not expect to cry, but apparently, like, it was meant to come out. So I guess that was divinely guided. If you've watched till this point, thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate your presence. If you feel that I align with you in any way and you'd love to subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. Leave a like too, that really helps me out, and leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about my share, my vulnerability, and if there's any advice or any different perspectives you'd love to share, please write that in the comments down below. If you'd love to be a part of my community, definitely subscribe if you feel called to. I'm here to just show up as my authentic self and share myself and attract the people I'm meant to attract into my life. So what else do I want to say? I love everyone who takes the time to leave comments or even likes or watches. Even if you don't comment, I still appreciate it all. And if you've made it this far, you're a real one. And we're clearly aligned if you came across my energy. So yeah. Also, if anyone comes across this and they'd love to be friends, I'm very open to the idea. I'm here to build community, like I said, so I'm showing up. So I hope everyone takes care, and I hope you guys could find some sort of inspiration from my share, and I hope it was purposeful. I mean, I'm sure it was, obviously it was purposeful. I hope you could find some sort of value to take from this, because it's very valuable to me. I just cried on camera. That is, yeah, I just cried on camera. This is gonna be on here forever. Oh my goodness. Also, I noticed most of my videos are always like around 30 minutes, and I don't know why. I just like to talk, but I didn't want to make this video that long, but it kind of ended up being that way. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and go now. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys take care. If you'd love to find me on social medias, my Linktree is in my description. Please check it out. Everything you can find out about me is in my Linktree. My Instagram, which is my music page / my personal page, is in my Linktree, and I'll put it up here just in case you don't feel like clicking. I also have a YouTube channel, which is my music channel. If you'd like to check out my music that I make, I will also leave that in the description. And yeah, bye.